Hello, everyone, and welcome to our next episode of the Professionals Pulse. I am Farida Musaddi, the co founder and CEO of Al Fateh Technologies Dubai. Al Fateh is a technology company, it's a tech consultancy company based at the heart of Dubai mainland. As a female leader, I have been incredibly fortunate to receive unwavering support from my family, propelling me to the forefront and representing the essence of my company. However, such success undeniably hinges on robust backing from colleagues, family, friends, and regrettably, not all women, despite possessing abundant talent and expertise, are afforded this privilege. Today, we jump into the inspiring world of women leadership in technology. Let's explore the challenges faced by women in the tech industry and the remarkable opportunities they seize amidst adversity. From breaking barriers to driving innovation, our guest today will share her first hand experience and insights on navigating the tech landscape. Discover an empowering story, valuable strategies, and actionable advice for aspiring women leaders in this dynamic and rapidly evolving field. So, let's join together on this enlightening conversation about overcoming obstacles and paving the way for a more inclusive and diverse future in technology. And joining us today is none other than Kelly Machado. Hi, Kelly. Thank you so much for being a part of the Professionals Pulse.
Hi, Farida. Thank you so much, first of all, for this amazing opportunity to be here with you and the other ladies, hopefully joining our live podcast, your live podcast. So I'm really excited and honored with your invitation. As a lady and woman also working in technology, we almost have we kind of have actually the same years of experience, the same journey. So I'm really glad that we started this initiative. I think by doing this session with you, we can maybe connect it to more ladies in the environment, in the region, in the technology field, and share more experience, knowledge, and have a lot of motivational stories to keep us all together from the sisterhood perspective and keep supporting and helping each other, because this, I think, is the most important thing nowadays in the career, in the professional environment. And as we are talking about um, women in technology environment, women in technology communities, we see that we have a lot of communities growing as of now, exactly because I guess women's we started to be more expressive in the field, especially in the technology leadership or many other line of business executive leadership, but
Absolutely.
especially in technology because it's very male dominated field, right? So I'm really happy to be here with you. Thank you so much for opening the stage, for ladies that is already working here in the region and even in another parts of the world. This is really important.
Absolutely. So, to introduce Kelly, she is a seasoned expert from Brazil with over 24 years of experience in the technology sector, specializing in digital strategy and transformation, enterprise architecture, portfolio management, program management, project management, and service delivery. She has a track record of successful implementations in various domains and platforms across the UAE and another countries. Her recent roles include serving as a digital strategy, governance, and innovation expert for the government entities in UAE, where she spearheads business and IT enterprise transformations for federal and municipal entities, leading several IT functions such as business requirements and enterprise architecture, PMO, application and product development, domains governance and risk compliance, service delivery, and IT marketing and communications. Once again, welcome, Kelly, to our Professionals Pulse. And I must say, I'm so honored to have you here with us.
Thank you so much, Farida. Wow, that was amazing introduction. Thank you so much. It's a lot of things, but of course, this is along years and years of experience.
Absolutely, I can agree to that. So, getting started, we want to know about your role, as a digital strategy and governance and innovation expert in the UAE. Tell us something more about that.
Okay, my role nowadays basically consists into provide consulting services more towards digital strategy, governance, and transformation. Transformation means also innovation. So what it means that in terms of digital strategies, helping organizations to find out and to realize in a better way with the proper tech consulting frameworks and techniques to helping
Okay.
them to find out in which kind of technologies they can invest or they should invest in the next 3 to 5 years, let's say, depending of the strategic objectives of each organization or entity and how they can do that along their journey, right? In 3 to 5 years to invest in XYZ technologies, let's say, how they can do that. There is where it comes the governance part is which kind of projects that you should start, which ones, where are you
Okay.
going to find out or to have the quick wins? How can you implement them in a better way? Which kind of approach, agile, Prince, waterfall. Nobody really uses waterfall anymore, but anyways, we have a pool of technologies and techniques that we need to combine for every each different taking in consideration every each aspect and taking in consideration each kind of organization, each kind of industry line of business and so on. Where it comes the transformation and innovation, it's more people related towards change management or organizational change management. This is another discipline that we cannot forget because being IT, mainly an IT person, me myself coming from um, software engineering, application development background, this is where most of us started, right? So along our
Absolutely.
journey with 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, so we navigate through another seas, I would say, which is
Absolutely.
different organizational aspects in terms of change management, finance, human resources, marketing, legal, regulations, and so on. So all of this, we needed to learn in our journey how to cook all these ingredients where or when we are looking to build a digital strategy for a certain entity or company or organization, how we can govern the
Okay.
implementation better, how can we find out which project is going to give this organization more profit, more efficiency, more digital capabilities, how we are going to improve their digital services or how we are going to transform their services, which is not digital yet, into digital. And finally, which technologies or emerging technologies that we all already know we can apply. I would not say creating new technologies is specifically, but using or researching the solutions that we have in the market to
Okay.
provide business a faster transformation with less cost and giving more efficiency, more capability, more digital futures in the services that these companies or entities they provide. Of course,
Okay.
this depends also of the strategic objectives in terms of what is the financial goals, what is the people goals, what is the process goals. There is audit involved, there is compliance regulation involved or not. So we needed to
Correct.
consider all these
All
aspects
these aspects.
while we
Yes.
have already millions of solutions available in the market. Especially in data analytics, especially in artificial intelligence,
Yes.
IoT, which is, I think, from the 6, 7, and emerging technologies, work streams that we have nowadays. These three is the where we are more focused nowadays in terms of business transformation. And when I say business, is because being IT or from IT, talking from IT point of view, um, we always will have an IT department in any company entity and so on, right? But I think the key factor in order to manage this kind of role or to succeed in this kind of roles is to have a very close partnership with business and to try to grow ourselves as much as we can in different kind of knowledge domain business wise,
Correct.
exactly because we have to know how to cook the ingredients, how to partnership properly with business stakeholders, with strategic management in order to have a buy-in for the technology reasons, which is a little bit challenge. I think this is the biggest challenge that we have because we have a lot of solutions, we have a lot of technology, we have a lot of professionals, we have a lot of frameworks, techniques, and this sounds, most of the time, this sounds a very bureaucratic way to implement things for business,
Correct.
strategically speaking. So, how can we cook all of that, delivering better, faster, cheaper for business,
Okay.
but not escaping, the quality from technology point of view? That's a very tricky thing to do, I would say. So, this is how I would a little bit
Okay.
of about my role and how I have been playing at, because you need to, we all need, I guess, in technology leadership, to have a little bit of magic, to know how to cook the ingredients and
Absolutely.
deliver
And
in a
to know
proper
what's
way.
best for our clients.
Exactly,
Yes.
totally
Yes.
true. Yes.
So I think that's quite interesting to hear, and the way you've put it across also very comprehensive and very well put across. I like the way you described it as ingredients. So I think that's a very wonderful way of putting it together. Uh,
Yeah, we need to be a little bit of a cooker magician
yeah,
to be able, to manage wide teams, to manage a lot of people together, especially when we are talking about transformation. Because I think IT also, this is another challenge that I see coming from a technical background. We always tend to go to consider the technical aspects only. I
yeah,
think when 20, 24 years ago, of course, 90s, we use it to have an education where we didn't have a lot of frameworks and methodologies as we have as
absolutely.
often
Yes,
IT
yes,
environment, not the IT departments, but I mean the usage of technologies and solutions, by companies, by people itself. We can see the revolution of the social media and so on. So all of this made the all technology infrastructure, applications, platforms to grow exponentially, that started to go
absolutely.
out of control, right?
Quite agree. Yes,
So in
yes,
order to manage an IT department properly, or IT transformation properly, you need nowadays to put together different layers of people, of technology, solutions, stakeholders. So it's much, much more about how you handle this,
all of this.
what
Yes,
are the partners that you have with you from technology
correct.
perspective, how much they are collaborating, which is coming, very towards the change management part. So I think most they don't consider that we have this challenge that IT is to serve business. So most of the part, we are actually being the means for business to deliver their services, to make profits, to achieve some goals and objectives. So this is challenge one that I see. So when we are talking about transformation, innovation, we have a lot of things that we can do. But how to put the right people
Absolutely.
together, the right vendors together, the right technical skills together, how to
Yeah,
manage all
that's
of
the
them
technique in
across.
itself. Yes,
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 exactly. Sometimes, and one of the challenges that I see that business, independent of each industry, they are nowadays in so very fast competition that you cannot really copy to apply every methodology, technique, and everything that you have, because they need a quick win. So what what
Actually,
happens? Business, they end up going directly to any implementation that they can do quickly. They will not rely on how can I
the
say,
one that,
any,
yes,
yes, any
the, yes,
IT,
the one that works for everyone.
how can I say, partnership, if they feel that this is going to take a time, or this is gonna um, go against their strategic or financial goals, let's say, depending on
Correct,
the industry,
correct.
right? So this leads to another thing, which is KPIs. I mean, as a professional, technology professionals nowadays, we also needed to understand which business we are working for, what are their
Absolutely.
process, what are their procedures, which skills they do need. So we need to, how can I say, to embed a lot of business consulting skills in order to deliver better. So I'm even um, ego to say that the technology professional nowadays, or technology executive, C-level executive, he cannot be technology person only anymore. That's why we see in majority of the leadership chairs, we see people from finance, sometimes people from
Yes.
HR. Why? Because the technology
It's
knowledge
just
itself.
one layer of it. Yes, of course. There are
Yes,
many
it's
things.
like the technology stay under layer, but the management end up managing everything, giving the direction, the strategy, because
Absolutely.
we are usually very focused more in towards what are the technologies doing, what technologies we have, what are the techniques, and so on. But we needed to,
Correct.
I think, we 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 do need to educate ourselves. I mean, this is one of the things that I try to do when I speak with young people or fresh graduates. That it's willing to go to technology career, or is starting. That is not only about coding, but it's something really, bigger and bigger
Much
and
more
bigger.
than that. Yes,
Yeah, much
absolutely. I quite
much
agree.
more than that. So, but of course it depends of every each person, right? Some people or
Absolutely.
some
Yes.
professionals, they really want to be working only with coding because they like that. That's their personality or character. So
Right.
also depends by the professional itself. Yeah.
So, what are some of the latest digital transformation initiatives to look forward to? That we can see in UAE, from your perspective, or something that you have participated in.
Okay, I think, seeing the big picture, I think if I can talk me about my own experience, since I'm here in the region side in the last 10 years, I think in the first 5 years, let's say 2015 to 2020, I could see a wave of transformation from IVRs to
Okay.
websites or responsive platforms, right? So I think a lot
Yes.
of services were digitalized, I would say, in this way. Then from
Correct.
2020 until now, is especially because of COVID, so we had a lot of more. Everyone had to speed up, their
Yes.
disaster recovery. I mean, in companies and entities, whoever was not prepared, with the kind of technologies to allow everybody to work remotely, or to allow the customers and residents and expats to be accessing the services online. They needed to,
Correct.
to hurry up, and to implement many different solutions. So I could see, how can I say, a transformation in from the websites or responsive platforms only to chatbot integration for almost everyone, and then the mobile application, which became a fever everywhere,
Correct.
everyone. So nowadays, right now, we have, everywhere we go, we have a mobile app to to log in,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes. Yes.
So, and I think going forward now, because of the emerging technologies, The next thing that we are seeing, of course, is the integration with artificial intelligence and data analytics, exactly
Yes,
to learn the pattern, how the customers they are behaving, how people they are doing things, um,
correct.
how to do a better surveillance in terms of UAE in general. I think we can expect a lot of things. Science, I guess, the strategy of
Yes,
the country itself, which is publicly published, I guess 2021 or 22, from the council itself. It would be the merging of all the digital services as much as possible, targeting 2025.
okay.
So the increasing of artificial intelligence
Yes,
and data analytics exactly to collect, you know,
yes.
much and much and much more data in
Correct.
order to provide better services, in order to
Better
create
services, yeah.
services,
More
in order.
customized experiences for the people over here. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. Also, we can see in some areas, for example, surveillance with drones collecting data,
Yeah.
urban planning, house. I think from finance point of view, we are expecting to have to so soon actually to be using the ID cards itself, right? The ID residence cards as a debit or credit card. So this is a
Oh,
huge
wow. That's
transformation
wonderful.
that will be coming on the way, maybe to use also in the metro. Then we have also yes, this is already something expected. I think
Wow.
by the community in UAE.
Okay.
Then we have the surveillance also, which we have the traffic being surveilled by Dubai police, by the RTA itself. Then we have also another solutions which is coming more and more towards improving the lifestyle in the region itself: transportation, housing, urban planning, finance, economics, education. The kids they are able to actually to have classes. When we have just now the episode from the raining, for
Yes.
example,
Correct.
everyone was advised in
Yes.
advance.
Online. Yes.
So yes, for the kids, they could actually have their classes without
Online.
any impact from
Very
home.
hindrance. Yeah. I think,
Yes,
and
for
COVID taught us that, that with technology, I think we can still be connected, no matter physically we may not, but the everything goes on smoothly. I think COVID was a big learner for all of us.
exactly. Also, in terms of surveillance, we have also the traffic part, right? Because now there is also the initiative, government initiative for digital twin. So where the goals, I believe, is exactly to help the government itself and all the entities into analyze better and do better planning in terms of trafficking, in terms of housing, in terms of planning, where to have to locate shops and malls, where to have more roads, for example. So
Okay.
all the platforms and technologies, I believe that it's in place now and it's coming next, is to improve much more the security, the transportation, the housing, the basic aspects. And that's why exactly everyone wanna be living in UAE or come to live in Dubai or invest here, exactly because of
Correct.
the government services
Yes. Yes.
and improvements, and investment is really huge
This
in
is
terms
coming
of.
from across the globe.
Yes, yes, and this is really good because it's projecting also the region, right? Not only the region, but I
Absolutely.
guess for all of us professionals that it's here also working in the region and delivering projects or transformations or any service or implementations in the region is really important for us also because Dubai and UAE they have the strategic goal to be the first one in all the kind of services um,
Yes.
and projects, right, and delivery. So by participating of that, we are also professionally speaking. I think we are really, really in a good place. I would say, in terms
I
of.
totally agree.
Professionally speaking, career-wise speaking, there is challenges, yes, but as long as we are willing to overcome the challenges, to contribute, and to win, I think we are we will be in the right path,
I
especially
quite
as a
agree.
woman in tech career.
Yes, yes. That was what I was going to ask you as our next question. That since you're so actively involved in the community for women in tech leadership, what role does mentorship and networking opportunities play in empowering these women to pursue and to succeed in technology leadership roles, and how can these support systems be expanded and improved as well?
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, it's something, a subject very dear to me because I have engaged with Her Excellence Laila, under patronage of Her Excellence, under Woman Business Circle, and leading as of now the Woman Business Circle in technology. And one of the goals there, the objective is exactly to motivate the young generation of ladies that they would like to go through the technology career, to know what is the do's and don'ts, I would say, by
Correct.
having other professionals in our community, not only me, but another professionals with a variety of knowledge in the technology field that can advice, that can provide trainings or workshops, which would be offered free of charge for the
Correct.
community. And this is
Yes.
when we are, yeah, this is exactly when we are working towards to give a little bit back to the community, not only for young generation of ladies, or either if it's a boys also, boys, because we know that we have a lot of boys in the technology field, right? So we can actually offer, we are looking to offer some trainings and workshops,
Okay.
career wise or technology wise, methodologies, techniques, because we are all professionals that we work it, like so long time in delivering so many things, that we can really try to share and help the young generation and other ladies which is starting the career, or maybe they are in the senior management or moving to the senior management, 10, 15 years of career, and they want to decide where, which path to go, which specialty to go in the career. They want to decide sometimes, okay, I don't want to work only anymore in this specific role. I want to create my product, my solution, my business. So this is
Correct.
where we can also be very helpful, because one of the characteristics of Woman Business Circle in tech is it's to be very towards entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So we have this side which is more philanthropic, charity and community wise, exactly to give it back to the community in terms of conferences, training, workshops, online or not online, where we can share our knowledge and experience with another ladies, with another people, with another professionals. Another point
Absolutely.
is to try to help the other circles inside Woman Business Circles. There is circle of wellness. There is another circle of Woman Business Circle in finance, Woman Business Circle in legal, Woman Business Circle in marketing, for example, or in real estate. So for these and other circles, where the professionals and the ladies, they have knowledge in much more knowledge in other areas, they might be willing to improve their business, or their digital services, or either digitalize
Correct.
their service, whatever if it's in their company, whatever if it's in their own business. So this is where the Woman Business Circle in tech also can collaborate with another circles inside Woman
Correct.
Business Circle. But again, just to reinforce, one of the very dear things to me is to be working towards philanthropic initiatives, charity, giving, trying to give back to the community by teaching or talking or advising. So this is one of the good things that I see, because me myself in my career in the early days, um, we had to learn in a very hard way. So I guess if I was working in a company, in a place, in a region where I do have a community of ladies that they are willing, to
Yeah,
share
it
the
builds that
experience.
support system and motivation.
Exactly, because it can help you. Everyone has to have their own challenges and their way
Yes,
to overcome these challenges. But of course, if we can have mentorship or coaching, it
correct.
can give you a lot of more motivation and a lot of more power to overcome this challenge. Then you will have to discover by yourself. You will have to
By
do it
yourself, yes.
by any means, but by having some minds
It helps
around you,
definitely.
it might be very helpful.
Wow, I think that's wonderful to know about, this women business circle and how you are bringing in the women community to help each other, and as you said, even the other gender. So I think that's important. The mentorship, the support that you have from each other, that is very important. Especially many of us are in this country from our different homelands, so there getting people together through a single platform, I think that is something that is really amazing to know, and you're doing a wonderful thing at that.
That's really nice. It's good that you also could experience a little bit with us today. So I'm really
Yes,
glad that Farida, actually, we are doing the live podcast now from outside Women Business Circle gathering. So Farida itself, she could participate a little bit with us. And after this year, we are going to go back there. So she
yes,
presented herself in the group itself. So this is very nice because you also could how can I say, to have the live experience, how these gatherings
yes.
they
And
happen,
I
and
must
how
say
you
it was
can,
amazing.
yes, and how you can connect with another ladies, whatever if it's technology or not. But we keep the circles managed also in a how can I say, a specific ways in terms of line of business. But it's really important, and it's really nice to have this connection, because we have different communities nowadays, I guess, in Dubai, in the region, but everyone working together. I do go, I can join another community. Sometimes they invite me. Sometimes also the ladies from another communities, they also come here and share with us and join us. So this is the beautiful thing, that I really like to see, and I really like to help ladies and people to connect, especially when it's good professionals, good companies,
Correct.
towards positive things.
That's wonderful. So, according to you, what are some unique opportunities that women bring together in the technology leadership roles, and how can an organization leverage, these strengths to drive innovation and success?
You mean in terms of woman in technology career?
Exactly. As you said, there are many women who are in the senior management role or the leadership roles. So many a times you also have organizations, where there's a little bit of a gender bias. As I said at the beginning, that not everybody is as, welcoming and as open to women, seeing women in leadership roles. It could be in any of the departments, not only solely in technology. So, what do you think that how women as a in a leadership role, what kind of opportunities, what kind of things that she gets on board from which organizations can benefit and drive their success?
Okay. I think for ladies in general, to especially when we wanna root our careers into leadership direction, we have to start from the technical background. I guess this is a, this is a must for everyone. It's a much more difficult when you have someone in the management that has no any technical background. I mean, whatever, if it's application development or infrastructure or cybersecurity or a database or infrastructure cloud, because this is one of the challenges that I see, because business wise they see things differently in terms of technology implementation, right? Being a technology professional in the leadership that has a technical experience or technical knowledge, this is going to help you a lot,
Correct.
being especially a lady in the technology environment, into overcome the challenges, and also to challenge your team or whoever you will be working with, because we know that technology is a massive
Correct.
areas of knowledge and different technology and solutions and so on. So I would say that we need to be a little bit a man in the sense of to have strong pulls,
Yes.
and to give directions to the team, to the people you are working with. You also need to be to have a little bit of charisma in the sense of know how to do the conflict resolution and the overall stakeholders management and so on. So this is really important things that I believe we needed to keep it together, being very strong but at the same time knows how to balance things
Yeah.
and be always updating yourself.
Correct.
Unfortunately, I mean, this is not a really easy thing to do, but we need to study a lot, especially
Yes.
if you are a
Yes.
woman
Because there are
in
so many
technology.
things
We
day
need
in
to
and day out
study
in technology.
triple. We need to know much more than the guys.
Actually, yes, yes. And that is how, because society, there are some parts of the society who do not accept women, in those leadership roles, and especially in the field of technology, which is more male dominated. So when you have a good knowledge, when you know what you're doing, when you know what you're speaking, then I think that gives you that empowerment, because you can then put your foot down, because you know the know-hows and you know the technical aspect, so then you don't let anyone come and overpower you.
Exactly. Especially when you were managing, when you were growing the career. Me myself, for example, I can say that I throw myself in many kind of situations and challenging implementation situations, scenarios, projects, programs, and different roles, different managing different functions. But afterwards, this help me to how can I say, to put together a wide group of experiences and challenging situations that at some point helps you to
Correct.
grow, of course. It's different when you keep only one path of career, when you specialize yourself in that certain technology, because when you go to the leadership, you don't need maybe to be an specialist or expert in every each function, but you need to know at least what that specific function does, what cybersecurity does, what infrastructure domain takes care of, if it's cloud, if it's not cloud, um, what are the methodologies and techniques of software engineer or software engineering, if you have application development team, or if you have a solution team, or if you have product management and under your domain. If you are in managing an IT department, what is the main point, the business relationship, how you can do it better with business, how can you improve your services, what are the governance, risk and compliance techniques and methodologies that you need to have in your IT department in order to keep things together, in order to keep
Correct.
delivering and at the same time solving the problems that you are going to have, every day, as a taking from the um, IT operations management point of view. So, and on top of that, of course, if you are going to, if you reach the level that you were managing, the IT, the entire IT department itself, whatever, if it's corporate or whatever, if it's in a specific line of business, so you might have all these functions together. So you need to be prepared, from the finance aspects of view, how to manage the people, the IT people, because they have
Correct.
different mindset. They are technology people and with different experiences. Um, and also different, you need to know how to leverage all of this together. So it's not only the IT expertise, because being an IT leadership, yes, it requires some technical expertise, of course, but you also need to grow yourself in another areas. So that's
Yes.
because I think, not being against men and women here, please don't get me wrong,
Yes.
but women,
Yeah,
they
yeah. We are not. Uh,
yes, women,
we are
I
not being
think we,
feminists.
yes, yes, no, no, but we see, of course, I think it's more than transparent for everyone that we see much more men's leading the CIO or especially CTO positions. Because when
Correct.
it
Yes.
comes to CIO, which is information technology, we see much more women's. Why? Because then we lead, we kind of manage in a better way, I would say, conflict resolution, stakeholders resolution, business requirements, because women tend there to be more detailed, sometimes more perfectionist and so on. While men as a CTO, they are very focused on implement, right? Very focused
Correct.
on the result, which is somehow complement each other nowadays, right? So we had also through the years the segregation of technology positions, I would say, or the three letters that classifies if you are more technical, if you are less technical. But I don't believe that we do need to have this more technical or less technical. You need to have a technical background, whatever it is. Yes,
Yes.
this is a must to have. And I believe this is the way that we as a ladies, especially working in technology field or technology leadership, we needed to grow ourselves and focus on on these things. I mean, talking a little bit about my own experience itself in order to achieve, better goals and better positive levels in our careers.
Correct. Correct. No, I think what you're saying is absolutely true, and I completely agree with this. And yes, as you correctly said, we are not having a gender debate over here. It's just that the opportunities, or we don't see women, maybe the women themselves are not coming out to the forefront and not accepting those roles. But I think there's nothing that one needs to be shying away with. If you know the technical expertise, I think women can hold those positions as well. So lastly,
Yes,
can
sorry,
we?
sorry, Farida, just to add on that. Sorry to just to
Yeah,
add on
yeah,
that,
absolutely.
because if I can just give an example here, I saw along my career itself, or whenever I'm managing delivery or different teams, uh, few ladies where what I always try to motivate them and to engage with them, because sometimes I saw many situations where they want to speak up, but they were not really feeling they could to, because they were sometimes they have the solution, sometimes they know what to do, but they keep quiet or they don't speak up because they are somehow um, a little bit concerned, in the environment itself, because sometimes there is more men than ladies, or they are managed by male management, and they are a little bit afraid. Maybe me myself is because maybe because of my a little bit of my background and the way I grow up. So I'm always speaking up. Since I'm in the school, so I'm always speaking out. Like no, yes, no. So is somehow the
Correct.
communication point, but in a positive way, of course, not ever being rude or nothing like that. But I think this also is something like peculiar from technology professionals. We tend to be much more quiet, much more, not too much towards communication and marketing. This is of course, another line of business. So this is a very important thing also that can help all of us. I mean, being ladies and women to progress in the career, especially when you have a lot of technical background.
Quite agree. Quite agree. So, lastly, Kelly, how do you see the future of more women entering as leaders in the technology landscape, and what support is provided even from the government in this direction, and how can more communities like the Women Business Circle come together and provide such kind of
Sorry,
support
there
to
is a
women?
bird here. I cannot hear you properly. Could you repeat?
So my question was that how do you see the future of women entering as leaders in the technology landscape, and what support is also provided by the government in this direction, and also how more communities like the Women Business Circle can come together and provide more of such support systems for these endeavors.
Okay, okay. Wow, that's a very good question actually, because I think UAE and Dubai itself, it's one of the regions, one of the countries in the world where you have a lot of opportunity, especially when we are talking technology, right? There is a lot of things happening. The country it goes, the projects, the infrastructure, the digital services itself. There is a lot of opportunity, and in terms of, I mean, professionally speaking, we know that one of the peculiar things of the country is that the government, they especially value the woman contribution for the society, being technology or not. We know there is a few Emirati ladies, not few actually, quite a number of Emirati ladies that they are, that we know then from the media and many different conferences, that there is the first mechanical engineer, the first mechanical lady, the racing car, the first racing car lady, I think from UAE also. The ladies in the Dubai police also. We just had a huge convention in Dubai where she was speaking there. She was a speaker there. So, and being a woman from another countries and other nationalities, we also tend to be this value. We also have this opportunity here, whatever is if is entrepreneurship journey, or whatever if it's in the technology leadership, technology career, especially because there is too much more men, and the country, the government itself, they tend to value and to collaborate and to be more positive towards professional women that can really contribute, that can really deliver products or services, or either managing a company that really works, in a very serious way, into add value to the country. This is where I think we have a very huge and big opportunities here in UAE. The
Yes.
country has allowed me itself with different roles, and being performing, my role in different places and situations. It's I'm not gonna tell you it's very easy. Everyone can just come start your own business, just come here and you're just gonna get the job, like magic. I'm not saying it's super easy, no, but it's a place if you work properly, if you
Yes.
work transparent, if you really focus on delivering, a good value to the country and for the people where you are working with. This is going to be recognized. It's a place that you still have the opportunity to be
Yes.
recognized. Whatever, if
Correct.
it's a woman in the career leadership, a technology career leadership, or whatever if it's a woman entrepreneur, or whatever if it's a gentleman also, because we have a lot of cases here, a lot of people that they were able to open their own business, to build their own solutions, to have, for example, investors to create their own solutions, their own products. So there is,
Correct.
yes, a lot of opportunities, and also there is a lot of people trying, of course, to get their own thing, and that's the
There's
that's
a
the
lot of
point.
positivity around that you see.
Yes, yes, they are very the country itself, the government, they are very positive towards that. So, allowing
Correct.
people and bringing even people from another countries and other nationalities that they have, like the wow factor. So you really have this opportunity here. So
Correct.
this is where it really there is a contribution, for a woman in technology as a professional or as a entrepreneur.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kelly, for sharing these amazing insights with us. It's been an absolutely amazing conversation with you, hearing so many things about, what are your viewpoints about women in leadership roles in technology, all the struggles that you have been through, and at the end of it, the positivity that you exude. Uh, the I can quite understand how you mentor, all of these groups of young startups to do their best and to give their full out there so as to make their mark in this country. So kudos to you for that. uh, you are a beautiful human being, a very beautiful soul. I was lucky enough to meet you in person also today, so really inspiring.
I'm the one who thank you, Farida. It's really a nice catch, to know personally, to have the opportunity to be here. So I hope this session today gives the opportunity and connect us to many other ladies and technology
Absolutely.
professionals in the environment, in the country, and even outside the country. I'm really ready to support you and works towards our cause, which I mean is a
Correct.
positive, in a positive way. Let's grow the number of
Yeah,
technology ladies in the technology leadership and technology career. Thank you
absolutely.
so
Yes,
much.
absolutely. So, lastly, signing off, remember the future of technology is diverse, inclusive, and empowered by women and men leaders. So, keep pushing the boundaries, seizing opportunities, and inspiring change. Until next time, keep leading with passion and purpose. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.